Otega, how long did it take for you to realize how big the Louisville game means here after being here last year?
Not really long. Probably say like maybe a month. You know, I just kept, when I got here on campus last year, I just kept on hearing everyone say, you know, we don't care how the season goes. Obviously, that's not true either. But as long as you win the Louisville game, you know, that's what matters. So I kind of figured out quick.
What was it like being in the first one under Pope, and it's kind of the Kelsey Pope back and forth for the first one?
Yeah, no, it was cool. It was a great environment, especially since it was home last year. Just seeing the energy, the red versus blue, it was really cool.
What was your favorite memory from the actual game itself last season?
I'd say BG, when, you know, he was in the fire and they benched, and, you know, we were just all around there. I just like environments like that. And, you know, I feel like he still was 10 toes, so that was my favorite one.
Were you surprised that didn't escalate any more than it did? I don't know if you've gone back and looked at a replay of that, but it was...
Nah, I mean, it was smart that they ain't escalated. For me, it's like big brother, little brother. I mean, it was a smart decision, but nah, I'm not surprised.
What about going there, the Yum Center? Obviously, I'm sure some blue will get in, but it'll be mostly red, and obviously they've got a really good season going, so it'll be pretty raucous up there.
Yeah, it's gonna be a good away game. I feel like I kind of like away games better. I know a lot of the guys like away games, you know, just because, you know, when you win, it means a little more because you get on like opposing turf. So, I mean, it's gonna be a lot of, you know, adversity, obviously, but you know, this is our first test, big test. So, I mean, I'm excited.
Do you feed off negative crowd reaction? Obviously, Oklahoma last season was more of a special case, but that was one of your season highlights. Do you get any extra juice off of that when it's the other team yelling at you as opposed to home fans?
Yeah, definitely, because it's like they obviously say all negative things, trying to like get you to play bad, so it makes you want to not play bad. So definitely feed off of it. But in situations like that, you know, you just got to look at your teammates and, you know, look at the people who you're going to war with, and, you know, that kind of elevates you as well.
Championship teams do well on the road. Do you think this is going to be a good road team, and what makes for a good road team?
Yeah, I think we're going to be really good on the road because we have some depth that, you know, we just keep on throwing, keep on going, stay fresh. And on top of that, we all just eager, like we hate losing. So I feel like that's just going to translate everywhere we go, even if we're home, away. You know, we just hate losing. So I think we're going to be good on the road as well.
Yeah, this game is so early this year against Louisville. Does that matter to you guys at all?
No, not at all. It's on the schedule. I mean, we looking at it like it's the next game. Coach Pope says every game that we play is going to be the most important game. So, I mean, last game was the most important, so is this one.
Do you like having, you've got, I think, 6 what people would say big games in non-conference. Do you like kind of staggering this where I imagine you don't look ahead even though you play Madison Square Garden next week? Yeah. Indiana, Carolina, St. John's, Gonzaga.
No, I didn't even. Obviously I know we're playing them, like them teams. I didn't even realize it was coming up that quick for me. Now I'm just looking at it one game at a time. Like, especially for me, like this is my last year, so you know I'm just trying to be as locked in every single game as possible. But you don't want to look down the road. I feel like that's when you can slip up, you know, with the game in front of you. So I mean, we're just looking at every game. You know, it's the most important game.
What do you know about this Louisville team?
You know, they're getting up a lot of threes. They got their 3 guards. You know, they shoot the ball a lot. So, you know, it's just really getting back in transition. They're kind of athletic a little bit. And that's really it. You know, they're just going, that's the style now, man. Everyone's trying to shoot a lot of threes, play fast. So, you know, we just got to match that.
How important is, I feel like 3 of the games you guys have played, including the exhibitions, physicality has been a big thing that the opposing coaches mentioned, and then Georgetown maybe that was lacking. How much is physicality, especially kind of keeping those guards off the perimeter or trying to
keep the opposing team?
Yeah, for you guys, bringing the physicality to this one.
Yeah, I feel like we have the team, we have the players to do it. It's just a matter of, you know, we just got to bring some more impact to the ball, you know, make the other team uncomfortable, you know, and that kind of comes with, you know, taking some gambles, taking some risks, just, you know, being disruptive, and we could do it. It's just a matter if we do it every night. So that's something that we got to start building on, and that we have to do this game because the guards are really good. So we got to be physical with them.
Have you seen much of Michael Brown, their freshman point guard? Obviously, not a ton of tape on him out there, but
yeah, I saw when they played Bucknell. My boy goes to Bucknell, so I watched that game. But yeah, I saw it.
Any impressions of him or?
Yeah, he's smooth, good point guard. A lot of the offense goes through him. Like a lot of the assists, I think he pretty much half of the assists. So obviously he's a good point guard. He's on the ball a lot. So we just gotta do our job of making it difficult. Not making it so easy looks that he could get these assists and stuff like that. So, but he good.
What's your assessment of the team defensively that's been such a big point of emphasis this year?
Just helping your brother out, not leaving him on an island. Gap defense, help defense. I think that's something that we learned quick after the Georgetown game. We had to get better in our team defense. Like we was kind of leaving everyone on an island. Like everything was 1-on-1. So we're big on 1-on-5 instead of 1-on-1. So we've been getting better with the gap defense.
Do you think BG is at his best whenever it's the high energy, kind of taking things personally? Is that kind of the best version of him?
Yeah, I think when there's like something on the line and it's obviously like you said, the high energy, the good environment. I think that's the best in BG, and it just shows that he's a competitor. It's someone that you want to go to war with every single night, and I'm happy he's on our side.
How do you contain that as a leader, as a peer of his, to make sure it's not just reckless, it's kind of picking and choosing his battles?
Nah, for real, you just gotta let him go. Like that's his play style. Like that's what we love about BG. Just he plays free. When he's free, he's at his best. So you just gotta let him go. But on top of that, we super close. So I could always tell him yo, a little bit, we need you. Stay in the game. So I don't none of us want to ever take anything from BG because that's what makes him special. But we could always reel him in, always talk to him, and he listens.
Is there a difference in maybe team mentality going into this one as opposed to last season? Obviously, you guys got four guys back.
Yeah.
Jasper, Malachi. Know this rivalry. Last season, there wasn't a whole lot of that.
They're super excited. Those guys, the Kentucky Jasper and Malachi, they're really excited. It's their first one, really playing in this, so they know what it is. They know the energy that they got to come with, and even us. Even the guys that weren't here, they've been a part of a team or a school where there's a rivalry, so they know what it's about. Maybe it's not as big as this one, but they know how you got to carry it in these type of games. So, the energy is going to be there for sure. No one has to tell anyone, this is a rivalry. You got to have a different type of energy. Everyone knows.
Yeah, is it different? For you, going back to your 2 seasons with Oklahoma, was there anything that even came close to matching what you saw in Rupp last season?
Nah, it's obviously there was a rivalry us Oklahoma State, but it wasn't the same. The type of talk that the Louisville fans do it was way different. So, like I said, there's rivalries everywhere, but this one is different for sure.
Do you stay off social media completely in the days?
No. It's a normal game. It's a normal game for all of us. So I'm not gonna change my routine. I'm on social media. I see it all. It's cool.
If you see it all, did you see what they said last week after their game?
Yeah.
What was your reaction to that?
I can't wait to see him. I just can't wait to see him. That's all.
What have you seen from Collin to kind of keep this momentum? He was playing so well at the end of last year and kind of keep it moving forward.
Yeah, he's getting comfortable. I feel like that's what I'm seeing. He's just obviously your freshman year. It's once you get to that second half, what you saw with him, he already started getting comfortable. So now it's just building on top of that. So he's looking good. He's shooting the lights out the ball. So we're just glad that he's going into his game and he's really helping us out big time.
You've got a lot of really talented guards. Just from the guard matchup standpoint, what do you look forward to the most?
Just the tempo of the game. They play really fast, and that starts with their guards. So, just us, matching that and even beating that energy. That's gonna be the best part of the game. Just doubling down on defense, and then on top of that, we got to put points on the board as well. So, it's gonna be a fun up and down battle.
2 games in now, what's surprised you the most about this specific group?
I would say like the balance and everything. Like we was talking about this the other day. Like we'll look up and like we all got like the same amount of points. Like it's crazy. Like we all like just get the ball to each other like it's fast, it's popping, flowing, and any given day it's like it could be someone else who's a leader on the scoreboard, and it's just like that makes it harder to guard like when like for other teams to guard us because they don't know who to stop, they don't know who to put all their attention to. So that's one thing I noticed.
You had a really good game against Louisville last year. What do you remember specifically about that game, the atmosphere of the game, and everything else?
I mean, the atmosphere was crazy. I just remember that they were playing like, I feel like they were playing a little too erratic. Like they were trying to like jump plays. They were trying to, like overplay certain, moves that we was doing. So I remember we got a lot of back doors. We got a lot of open threes because they were helping a lot. So I mean, I feel like it's gonna be the same thing. Obviously the energy is gonna be crazy. So that first couple of minutes is gonna be a lot of doing a lot of extra stuff. So we just gotta execute on top of that.
How nice was it to get Jalen back Friday night, and just what does he bring to this team, especially when he gets kind of ramped up?
Yeah, he brings good pace. He's getting downhill, looking to facilitate, score as well. And he just brings that calmness to our group. Obviously, he's really fast and can get downhill, but like he keeps us, keeps our heads on straight. Runs all the plays to the T, gets guys open, catch and shoot. So, I mean, that's something that we were missing for sure.
Was he trying to do some of that while he was hurt? It seemed like he was almost like a 6th or 7th coach over there toward the end of the bench, timeouts and even dead balls.
Yeah, definitely. That's something about J-Lo. He's super vocal. He's gonna say whatever's on his mind. He's gonna let you hear it. If you're doing good, he's gonna let you hear. If you're doing bad, he's gonna let you hear. He's gonna be the first one to praise you, first one to let you know what you're doing. So, I mean, he definitely is another coach on the floor. So, I mean, I saw that.
How much easier does he make your life, playing off ball and creating opportunities for you?
Yeah, he makes it a whole lot easier because he gets to the paint so easy and makes the defense collapse. So that's open catch and shoots for me that I feel like I could get just to ease off the pressure and get a flow going. So I mean, he definitely makes it a whole lot easier.
Last year, you guys went quite a while before you had a true road game.
Yeah.
Is it going to be beneficial, you think, to have a true road game this early in the season?
Yeah, I think so. I think we're playing a whole lot of good teams early, so I think that's really going to help us down the road. Once we get to SEC, we're going to be comfortable with all these big games, playing these level teams. So I definitely think it'll help.
What about Collin was saying that the difficult thing about this kind of game is trying to treat it like every other game when the emotions are going to be high and the crowd's going to be against you. How do you go into this game and treat it like you're playing Valpo? Or do you?
Yeah, we just treat it like another road game. Obviously, leading up to the game, we gonna know, like everyone's gonna say, this is one of the biggest games of the year. It's for the state, you gotta win it. So leading up to the game, you're gonna hear all this stuff. But like once, we get down there tonight and then we do our normal routine, I feel like at that point, that's when we look at it like, all right, this is a game we gotta go win. Instead of like, this is a rivalry, we gotta win. Like, we just try to win the game.
Are you happy that Pope doesn't have jury duty so he can be there with you guys? Yeah. Did you hear about that?
No.
No.
What's that?
Apparently he was called for jury duty, but he doesn't have to go.
For real?
Yeah. I don't know if he saw that.
The same day of our game?
Well, he was supposed to call in this week to see if he had to serve, but apparently he doesn't have to. So.
Oh, no, I didn't know that.
You didn't know that?
No, that's crazy.
How has your approach changed with the accolades and the pressure, I guess, of being an SEC preseason player of the year? Like, are you the same player that you were last year? How do you kind of approach the game differently this year?
Yeah, I'm not approaching it any different. Obviously, I'm going to try and do things that I've been working on, all summer, improve my game, obviously. But at the end of the day, I'm just going out there and playing. Like when I'm on the court, I'm not thinking of none of that at all. That's like it's all preseason stuff. Like I'm just trying to be consistent, like throughout the whole year, and then whatever happens after that, that's what happens. But I'm not thinking about none of that when I'm on the court.
Is that something you'd like to prove that, prove the people right that voted you as a preseason to say, like, I was preseason and postseason SEC player?
Yeah, I mean, that would be great for sure. I want to get all those things, definitely. But I'm not, that's not the make or break of this season. I mean, number one is winning. I feel like if we win it all, we all get what we want. So, we have a really good team. I feel like eventually we're going to be a number one team in the country. So if we do that, we all going to get what we want, really.
Did you get a chance to go, Collin was talking about the La Familia game there at
Yeah,
the Center last year? He said that gave you a good impression. What was that game like there?
That was crazy. That was the first time we really saw it because obviously we were all new. So I remember saying I wish we could play in that arena because it was crazy. I think that's the old arena. So. Yeah, I remember it was just wild. Fans were talking crazy to us. The little antics that happened after the game. It was just so cool. When you're a basketball player, you want to play in environments like that.
I don't know if we've talked to you since your brother's trade. Are you a Chargers fan now?
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, Ravens jerseys, it's in the trash. It's Chargers now.
What's that been like? Just kind of supporting now a team from across the country.
It's crazy. I got family in Cali, so. They super excited about that. But for me, I'm just wherever he goes, that's where I'm at. As long as he's happy, I'm happy, and he's been doing great. So, the team's been doing great as well. So I'm just excited that he's in a good situation and that he's happy.
Collin, I'm just interested, after that big dunk a couple games ago, what was your favorite reaction that you received, whether on social media or in person?
My favorite one, watching it back, was Cam on the sideline. People saw he was just laying on the ground. That was hilarious, I thought.
Do you see that? I think LeBron James liked one of the videos of it. Did you see that?
Someone told me that. I need to go look for that because that's something I'll save. LeBron's my favorite player. He's been my favorite player growing up, so that's pretty cool.
All right, Louisville.
Yep.
How long did it take you to figure out the rivalry, and how much fun is it being a part of it?
It was very fast. I think my first interaction with BBN was some people coming throwing L's down. I don't know if there's another rivalry that every time someone's on the Jumbotron, they're throwing L's down, they're throwing shots at the others, even if we're not playing Louisville. So pretty fast.
What can you tell us about them? I know they play a high-paced offense, have a bunch of good guards. What have you seen from them on film that'll make them dangerous?
Yeah, they're a fast-paced team. We're also a fast-paced team, so I think playing against each other every day, we're ready for that look. We practice a lot against fast teams. They shoot the ball well. They're overall a good team, so we're ready. We respect them. We're coming ready to play.
You and probably a few others will probably take turns guarding guys like Mikael Brown Jr. What are you excited about that opportunity and or the opportunity to play defend a guy that's probably going to be a lottery pick?
For sure. I mean, yeah, they all their guards are really good players. Isaac McNeely, played him in high school. We were the same age, and so I've known him for a lot of years. And their guard play is great, so it's going to be a good challenge for us and something we're excited for.
Is McNeely a guy that you speak to still, or?
Not too much, but I've followed along with his career when he's at Virginia, and he's a great player. So.
Is this one of those kind of games that's like you want to get hyped for it, but you can't get too hyped? You know what I mean?
Yeah, well, the challenge is treating every game the same, which I think we do a good job of preparing for every game to be our hardest game of the season. There's no games that we're coming in relaxed for, and so we're going to treat it just like we did against Valpo, just like we did against Nicholls State. This next game is our biggest game, and so we're ready for it.
But can you do that when it's a rivalry, though? Can you treat it like another game?
Yeah, well, that's the challenge, and it's something that we try to do every game. That's the challenge as an athlete, is viewing every game as the same, and so. Whether that's 100% successful or not, I don't know, but that's our goal.
You don't get to play too many true road games in the non-conference schedule. What is the mentality when you go in and you know the crowd is going to be against you, at least the majority of it?
Yeah, it's kind of fun. It felt like last year I don't know the exact dates, but it felt like it was forever until we played an actual road game. So having it this early will be fun, and I think good for our team to get some experience quick with playing against a hostile crowd. But we have guys on the team. Pretty much everyone's played against a crowd like that, so I think we have enough experience to where it'll be okay.
Do you feel like playing those early exhibition games against D1 opponents helped prepare for this game?
For sure. It was kind of, as much as it stung and it hurt to lose to Georgetown, it was good to have that feeling early in the season of lighting that fire under us and coming to practice and making every practice meaningful and humbling that we can get a lot better. And so feeling that early was, I think, great for our team, and I think will be great the more we've gone with the season. I think we'll look back at that game as a big blessing for our team, and so having that early was awesome.
You heard anything about just how hostile it will be at Louisville?
Yes, I've heard. I've told a story. We last year we went to the La Familia game at Louisville, and so we were actually in the crowd for people to be taking shots at us, and it was actually really fun. So I think we got a little bit of a taste of what it's like, and it was really fun.
What do you remember about the game last year against Louisville in Rowe?
Well, one, I remember there wasn't much red in the arena, so we haven't really got a taste of Louisville fans yet when we're actually playing. I remember Lamont Butler in that game.
Yeah.
That was pretty unforgettable. That was pretty legendary. And I just remember the energy was awesome. It was like all the other rivalry games, like Arkansas, Tennessee. Just the energy is fun.
How important is it going to be to keep a cool head? Brandon even talked about after the last game on Friday that he kind of lost his head a little bit in the Louisville game, so he's trying to make that not a point this season. And then you have Louisville players saying F them after a press conference talking about Kentucky. Just how do you keep your head even-keeled going into this game?
Yeah, well, that's one that's super important for our team, for our discipline, is keeping people in the game, because emotions can run high and can lead to you not being in the game, and that's probably the worst case scenario for us. And so it's going to take self-discipline, and because as a competitor, emotions are high, but I'm not too worried about that. I don't know what their goals are with that, but we're just going in and try to win.
So playing one game now with Jalen, is that enough to be totally comfortable with him, or is that still kind of a process that'll be going on?
I mean, we played with Jalen for 4 or 5 months now, every day. I mean, this is like the first time that he's been hurt for a few weeks, so it's nothing new to us playing with Jalen. I think everyone's extremely comfortable with him, and everyone's comfortable with each other. It's not like this is our first time playing with each other. You know, we've had a lot of prep for that.
What's been the biggest difference on the defensive end from last season's team to this season's team? 2 straight opponents under 60 points.
Yeah, I mean, I think there's a lot that plays into it. I think our coaching has been great, our defensive coaching, and I think our adaptiveness to the changes that we're making. Like after Georgetown, we made a huge emphasis on gaps, on being in our gaps and early help and early recovering. And I think the last 2 games we've been very good at adjusting to that and getting better very fast at that. And so I think that's been something I've noticed about our defense. We're very fast to pick up on the things that we're needing to do.
And y'all did a lot of switching, especially in that Valpo game. Is this going to be a good switching team? Is that something you do talk about a lot in the defensive game planning?
Yeah, and it's something that I think we're going to continue to get better at, is the ability to switch matchups and work it out from there. I think that can be a huge strength to our team, is being able to switch and guard all positions.
Collin, you told us this summer about how great married life was going to be for you and your game and everything. Someone who's been married a few years longer than you and all, it's been a little bit farther into it now. So has it been as great and everything's what you thought, and it's been different in any way?
Yes, it's just, yeah, like I said before, I don't think anything's changed. Things have been great, and especially now with this season coming, and the pressures and the outside noise that brings in, having someone to help me deal with that, and has just been the greatest help, not having to deal with it alone.
So how does she help you deal with it? Does she leave you alone if it's not been the best day, or does she?
No, that's when I'm at my worst, is when I'm left alone, and so talking about it and having something to. When you need to get away from basketball, having someone to help you do that is great.
Is she apt to tell you, hey, quit feeling sorry for yourself, get out there and play, or is she going to say, oh, you weren't that bad, or?
Yeah, I'd say she's more comforting of it's going to be okay. You're not as bad, because I'm fairly hard on myself, so having someone to. I don't need her to beat down on me, because I do that already. So yeah, she's great for that.
Yeah, marriage is a two-way street. How do you think you've helped her out?
I don't know if I've helped her out much. I've brought, I'm sure, a lot more stress into her life.
And there's a stat going back to March where I think you're 20 of 38 on threes. Is there anything you can attribute to that finally starting to hit for you, or was it just a matter of getting your legs under you, and March was kind of the point where you just started feeling comfortable?
I think a big thing is comfort. There's a lot going through your mind and your body with adrenaline, and being in games. Like, you can shoot as much as you want in an open gym or in practice, but it's different when it comes to games. And so comfort level is big, and so the more I play, the more comfort I'm feeling.
Now, do you think guys like Malachi and Jasper that grew up in this state, certainly understanding the rivalry, but do you think until they play in a game like this, especially on the road, they can maybe totally understand what a hostile environment can be like in college basketball until you experience it?
I think they understand the environment. Like I said, it's one thing to watch it and another thing to play, and so I think it'll be maybe a little bit of a different feel as you're playing, but I think they understand for sure.
What do you feel like was the toughest road game last year? One that stands out?
Toughest road game.
I know you get everybody shot, but I mean,
like crowd-wise.
Yeah, like crowd-wise, getting onto that hostile environment.
Yeah, there's a few. Clemson was our first real taste of that last year, and they had a great crowd. Mississippi State had a great crowd. That was actually really fun. It was really loud in that place, and so there was a bunch of awesome places to play.
Yeah. What's it been like playing with Mo? Anything different than what you maybe thought it might be after playing against him?
Well, yeah, like I said, in practice for 5 months, there's definitely a big difference in playing against him and playing with him. It's a lot nicer playing with him, just because he does all the things that people don't want to do. People don't want to hustle and go be physical to get offensive rebounds, or having someone that you just know is going to go up and get the ball on rebounds, and so having someone like that is just invaluable. It's awesome to have on our team.
So does he beat on you guys in practice,
Yeah.
just like he beats on
Oh,
opponents?
for sure. Yeah, I think Yelovich thought, he's like, I think I heard him say when he first got here, he's like, this is like football practice. He's like, I never knew basketball was like this. It's like football.
Have you seen Andrea kind of acclimate himself over the last several months?
It's been awesome. I think it was a little bit of a shell shock for him. I'm sure he'd say the same of coming here, a different style of basketball, but he's just been adapting, and he's been great in games that we've been playing. And I think as he gets more comfortable, like I said, it's definitely a big comfort thing of playing in the pace and the style that we're playing in. So his shot is just going to continue to fall.
I'm sure you've got great chemistry with a lot of these guys, but is there anyone in particular when you're on the floor that you feel like are kind of on the same wavelength with?
I don't know if I have specific guys, but because I think I've had moments with pretty much everybody through. It just feels like we've played together so much since being together. So I think there's different moments with a bunch of different guys.
We're all still learning your game, and we find it pretty intriguing, but is there one aspect of your game that you think fans and media have that is not correct that you want to try to dispel?
To be honest, it's been a while since I've been keeping up with the media and what they're saying about me, so I'm not totally sure.
Wife doesn't help with that?
No. That's one thing, is keep that away from me.
Is that a recent decision, or? Were you doing
I
that
think I
decision?
found out pretty quick. I don't want to hear what.
Here?
Yeah. Just good or bad, I don't need to hear it, because I mean, we talk about it every day in practice and with coaches. We're very detailed.